for precisely this reason. Connor continues, marveling at the fact that Jinwoo is a hunter capable of summoning and commanding 100 beasts. He asserts that such talent would be wasted in Korea, a country too small for him. The anime may be ending, but the journey isn't over. I'll continue uploading arcs of solo leveling per week, so make sure to subscribe and be the first to watch. David agrees, but asks if Connor has obtained any additional information about him. Handing him a file, Connor reveals its contents. Details regarding an explosion at the Bureau several months prior, an incident known as the Sung Il-hwan case. According to the file, Sung Il-hwan had been captured alive within an A-rank dungeon off the East Coast by another A-rank hunter. Initially, they were uncertain whether he was a beast or a human, but he claimed to be a hunter from South Korea. The Bureau had gathered extensive data on him, and all relevant information remained documented in the file. More importantly, it is revealed that Sung Il-hwan is none other than Jinwoo's father. Recognizing the significance of this revelation, Connor asserts that they now have an opportunity. No other country is aware of this information. However, he admits that they cannot handle this situation the same way they did with Dong-su. David, his expression turning cold, reminds Connor that South Korea has been a long-standing ally of the United States. Taking another S-rank hunter from them would be a direct affront to their alliance. Connor, unwavering, insists that Jinwoo is worth the risk. David narrows his eyes and demands to know if he truly believes he can accomplish this. Connor, undeterred, confidently replies that he will give it his utmost effort. Back on the battlefield, Jinwoo levels up once again, finally reaching level 100. Letting out a sigh of relief, he acknowledges that this particular battle was unusually troublesome. With his mind now free to focus, he retrieves the Ant King's corpse and attempts a shadow extraction. Suddenly, an immense pressure envelops him. The world around him plunges into darkness. Perplexed, he wonders what is happening. Was this reaction triggered by his attempt to extract its shadow, or had he failed? Just as he begins to question the outcome, the oppressive darkness lifts, and he finds himself staring at the new shadow. Towering before him, it radiates an overwhelming presence. Jinwoo had believed the extraction had failed, but the creature standing before him is proof to the contrary. The Ant King's shadow has successfully manifested more than that. It is of general rank. The Ant King's shadow stands before Jinwoo, unlike anything he has encountered before. Up until now, the highest ranks he had seen among his shadows were Standard, Elite, Knight, and Elite Knight. But this one surpasses them all. If his assumption is correct, then this shadow is far stronger than any he has extracted so far, which is unsurprising given how powerful the Ant King had been in life. Shifting his attention to the Queen's corpse, he prepares to extract her shadow, but before he can proceed, the Ant King kneels before him, addressing him as king and requesting a name. Jinwoo considers whether the absolute loyalty that binds all his soldiers extends to this one as well. A question lingers in his mind. How is this shadow capable of speech? The Ant King replies that he has always possessed the ability. Confused, Jinwoo wonders if he means that he could speak even before becoming a shadow. He recalls that Iron had once been human, yet after becoming a shadow, he had been unable to speak. The same was true for Byung-gu and Tusk. The only clear distinction between them and the Ant King is their rank, which raises another question. Will others also gain the ability to speak once they ascend to a higher rank? Testing the Ant King's devotion, Jinwoo reveals that he was the one who killed him and asks if he still wishes to follow him. The Ant King, however, does not perceive it that way. He insists that he was not killed by Jinwoo, but rather reborn through his power. Overwhelmed by joy, he pledges eternal allegiance, kneeling once more in complete devotion. Again, he requests a name. Jinwoo briefly contemplates what to call him. Naming him something simple like Ant or Bug would be odd. He should have a name that sets him apart. At that moment, he remembers the name of the author who wrote The Ants. Without hesitation, he speaks the name Beru. Beru expresses his gratitude with evident joy, but Jinwoo quickly turns back to the Queen's corpse and extracts her shadow. The process is successful, yet something unexpected occurs. All the ants in the area begin to behave differently. Puzzled, Jinwoo realizes that his bond with them has weakened. Seeking an explanation, he looks to Beru. Beru clarifies that the Queen possesses an inherent ability to rule her colony, which remains intact even in death. As long as she exists, she retains the right to command the ants.